I'm just gonna keep it real. I have some questions that I want to go through. Obviously, I want your guys' point of view. Your point of view, what it is like to be, in BakuBlox, what it's like working for Julius, stuff like that. And whatever you don't want included in the video, you don't have to comment on. Simple as that. If you don't like the questions, you don't need to answer them. That's fine.
Yeah, no,
All right. So, first things first. When did you join the BakuBlox staff team?
I want to say about 2 months ago, so not too recent, so not really that late,
Okay.
not really much experienced with it.
Okay, so you don't really know too much about what has happened in the past of this game. You're not too
Not much in
familiar.
the past, no.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. What is your relation to BakuBlox, or who got you introduced into the staff team? Like, did Julius just talk to you or something? Like, what was the process there?
So uh, not remember if it's like beginning of the year. I just seen BakuBlox pop up as like a game that will be coming out until till I read an announcement where it's like, hey, we are looking for new moderators for the game. I'm like, cool, I'll join. I want to be a part of the community to see something big happen in games like that. So I thought I'll give it a try. Till
Nice.
then, it was like, uh, think around February, I think, when it got announced, hey, we got these two new moderators. Welcome to the team. And then from there on, we waited for the game.
Damn. So you haven't been waiting for the game for that long. You
No, but I've been hearing that the delays are extreme.
Wow. Okay. So you applied for staff and you got it, and yeah, I mean you're just doing your job as a moderator, just moderating the chat, waiting for the game. So okay, you're pretty chill then. That's nice. Um, so are you also in the Bloxugan Discord?
No, I've been meaning to see like the background behind Bloxugan, but never got around it just yet.
So obviously there was some drama yesterday.
Yes,
Do you
I've
do you really think Julius has stolen ideas from Bloxugan?
uh, personally, I'm gonna put. See, I don't wanna say he has. Maybe a few keen aspects now and there, because Uh, realistically saying, at some point with like game creations like that, you're gonna sometimes nitpick on ideas from any game in general. So I'm not gonna be like, because I'm biased on this, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, all of this is Julius's ideas. Yes, he probably took a few ideas out of Bloxugan, so he is somewhat partly to blame, but I wanna be that guy, just be like, Julius is right. Just maybe a few aspects now and then.
About Julius, right? Let's just continue the train, I guess. Of
Yes.
your personal experience, do you think Julius's behavior is good towards other people in his own community?
From what I've experienced,
From what you've seen in the
l-
chat? Yeah.
it doesn't look like it.
Really?
Maybe back when I started, it used to be alright, but because from my perspective, I'm just gonna be like, till the drama happened from yesterday, I was more that person who like just uh oversee it from like the background, not really trying to get involved too much. But from it was when I first joined the server to what happened now, it's scaled downhill drastically.
Do you think his behavior is good towards his partners? Example, Bloxugan?
No, no.
So what are your thoughts on Bloxugan's team and their game, if you have any idea?
No idea at all. From just how I've seen them probably now and then. They seem chill, and then again, I see why they are upset over uh, BakuBlox and the sneak peeks from like the development of like how they're copying them.
You've probably experienced this, but I've made several videos covering BakuBlox and how I'm kind of disappointed due to the fact that Julius has made many promises with me. He has made promises with his community, which he hasn't fulfilled till this day. And yeah, so do you think that it's valid for people to be mad at Julius and to post the amount of hate that they do? Do you think that's valid?
Yeah, I'll say it's valid. It's like with the whole Baku blocks going on a hiatus, uh, which yeah, I'm gonna say this straight up. Julius, he, as the community say as well, it's from you know, he does not communicate at all. Just out of nowhere, the whole thing will go on a hiatus. Yes, again, fair enough. He might not be feeling it, but not updating the community enough is the problem as well.
So you guys
Like
didn't
the
you guys didn't even know.
oh, we don't even know what's going on. He doesn't even tell us stuff. Like as much as the whole community gets in the announcement, that's what we've got as well.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah,
Interesting.
it's like the whole sort of shig of the head developer needing to try saving this somehow, which I feel sorry for the person because he's trying his best. He's been trying to do a lot of sneak peeks, trying to get the community keen for it again.
Yeah.
But as some say, uh, you know, a crew without the captain will just sink, and that's how it's starting to feel like.
Right.
The more Julius doesn't communicate, even with us sometimes, it's not going well. The same way how he's getting a lot of hate and his response of it sometimes is I don't care. It releases when it releases. Even for me, I'm starting to feel like the flame that he had for the game is no longer there. I wanna know like why that is. Because I'm not figuring it out myself, to be honest.
I recently spoke with the developer that's been posting sneaks in Julius's place. I recently talked to him, and they were trying to set up a group chat with all the Bloxugan devs and some of the important people from BakuBlox, and they invited me to join this group. Why? I'm not sure. I mean, I obviously wasn't going to record it, but it never happened. Now, it wasn't because of Julius, but it was apparently because of Bloxugan not wanting to show up. Do you think Julius would go and apologize for something that he did in public? That's just a personal question, and you don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
Uh, Personally, see, I wanna believe in him, but I don't think it's gonna happen in public with the amount of drama that's happening currently.
Do you think he would do it in private?
In private, it's gonna be a 50-50 for me.
All right. So this question has me really like fired up. So this is just this is just a yes or no question, I guess, but obviously there's more to it. So would you say a video showing finishers of Bakugan is gameplay? A 10-second clip of, let's just say, Drago spitting fire from his mouth. Would you say that's gameplay in your eyes?
No, no.
What do you consider gameplay?
What I consider gameplay would be a full match between you and your opponent, going back and forward, placing gate cards down, using ability cards, actually doing the combat between one another.
And that is something that I've said since day one. And I was way before you like got on the mod team, right? I said this since day one, and that was, when are we going to see an actual battle? Because we've seen him in studio. He has 2 accounts. He flips the windows for when, the opponent's going to do the turn, but he's only ever shown setting a gate card, or he's shown throwing it into battle, but they don't battle. So we never know if the system is actually rigged to work the way it's supposed to, or if he's just showing it off so that people can support his game and get some of that money. Now, I'm not gonna say he's doing it just for the money and is gonna scam people, because I don't have the evidence of that. But without providing what he's promised, which he still hasn't. Keep in mind, he was going to, what was he? He was going to give a gameplay video before he went on hiatus, which it didn't happen. And now he's back from hiatus, and he still hasn't released it. Do you think that video is going to drop?
I highly doubt the video is dropping. Which, once again, it's sad. It's sad for us as well. It could be with Julius as well, but surprisingly enough, the community, even the community, they feel bad for the moderation team. They are bad for us because we have to somewhat as well deal with the stuff that's been happening.
Right.
And the best we can do at the moment is just calm everyone down and hope Julius is gonna come up with something to actually flip the switch.
Right. So I've seen Mar mention a lot, the developer, obviously, that Julius has been going through some things. Do you have any idea what that could be?
No, not at all.
Is the staff chat ever being used besides you guys? Does it, like, do the devs drop some stuff for you guys? Like, do you get any privileges other than just being a moderator?
From the staff chat, best we got is it's more a questionable type of thing. Do we get any exclusive stuff to be like even us have updated on the game and such? No.
So obviously the Bloxugan devs are going to be watching this video. Same with BakuBlox, or potentially, right? Potentially.
Yeah.
BakuBlox is not the biggest fan of my channel, understandably. So what would you say to the people that have been going on a hate train towards BakuBlox? You got anything you want to say to them on behalf of your team?
So I've got it's like the only best thing I can do is apologize for the behalves of the delay. And the only thing I can do is like try to keep the good spirits in. Yes, Julius is delaying it a lot, or like even giving us some sort of gameplay video. The only thing I can do is like try to keep the good spirits up, because eventually that will lead to us, if even us as the moderation team, to just some of us to have a bad day in the end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And is the hate really what like is the hate worth it? Because at Julius's current state, it will be like, oh, I still don't care. It releases when it releases. So the hate is just gonna lead to more people just suffering more than actually helping the whole situation.
Yeah, and it's really sad because I've seen your team, even though I'm not active in your chat. I see the things that you guys do, and I've seen Mar especially talks a lot with the community, communicates a lot, and likes to keep the positivity going. That's what I like to see, even though people do flame this freaking game. Do I think it should be flamed? No. I think, if anything, people should just either wait patiently, or they should just not be in the Discord at all. Because
Agreed.
if people stop supporting the game, which we did. Some people did stop after my first video exposing BakuBlox, and a lot of people quit the server as well because they didn't really trust Julius to fulfill his promise after he failed to fulfill mine. And I think it helped him understand that, well, he's gonna fuck up if he doesn't do something. So he started releasing what we wanted. He started releasing better sneaks. He started posting videos instead of just images. Images can be faked. And yeah, he stepped up. But now he's kind of falling down that curve again. So I definitely think something needs to be done. Because sure, you could release this game at your own pace. Why not, right? But what's that gonna matter if you don't have a fan base to release it to? And why would people pick your game over Bloxugan, which is, it takes less time to develop Bloxugan. They've spent less time. They have better animations. They have better art. Literally everything in their game so far is better than what Julius has showcased. So I'm just hoping he has a plan, and if not, then a potential good Bakugan game is just gonna go down the drain because of some guy that doesn't want to. He doesn't want to lose his pride. He wants to keep his pride and just stick with his guns. He doesn't want to double back. What are your thoughts on what I just said? Do you think he's going to double back, or do you think he's just going to fall down in this river?
At this point, he is going to fall down the river,
Yeah.
unless he has like something even we don't expect. But again, it's highly doubted. I feel like Amelie has to just carry out somehow the whole team.
Right. So I just want to say this last thing from me. That is Bloxugan. My fault. BakuBlox. I keep messing them up for some reason.
Yeah.
It's so weird. BakuBlox does definitely have potential. There were times where I actually thought that BakuBlox could, be a game that I would enjoy more than Bloxugan simply because BakuBlox just looked so good and it looked so appealing to me. But appealingness is not better than actual gameplay. Not only that, but I definitely think Julius is sitting on a gold mine here. Now he is a very emotional person. I've had conversations with him in the DMs, and when things doesn't go his way, he breaks down and he blocks you. And well, he goes on his own Discord, starts talking shit about you, and yeah, I mean, he goes into this little bubble. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. He doesn't want to communicate, and that's definitely a big problem. My biggest advice for Julius, if he's watching this video, release a gameplay video for fuck's sakes. Do that, and you would literally answer half of the community that you have would be fucking satisfied with that. That's all people have wanted, and if you do it, people are gonna shut up. They're gonna realize, oh shit, this game is actually getting worked on. If you can't deliver that, you might as well not deliver anything. That's my opinion. And she sure as shit hasn't delivered anything yet. I mean, shit. If you take a look at the sneaks, half of the sneaks are pictures or videos of the same things we've seen from before. Changing the attribute of of the Bakugan standing on the card doesn't mean that it's a different sneak. It's the same thing, just a different color. Anyone could do that. Anyone could do that with Photoshop. And yeah, that's my last advice for this guy. Own up to your mistake. Just release a gameplay video. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, I totally agree with you. Releasing a gameplay video will somewhat lift the spirits of 90% of the Discord. So I agree in that situation. Even even if you have to go back, because I've seen like your video from like a month ago where you go for like, oh, the updates they added like the to do development chat where they actually could like show you the progress on the game. Since that video, it has not been touched. I would love to see that being updated as we keep going.
Definitely. Now, I want to thank you so much for coming on here and talking about the game, talking about the state of your team, all of that. Now, I do want to apologize as well because you may be removed from your position after this video. And if that is the case, let me know, because that just goes to show Julius really doesn't care who you are as long as you associate with me. I haven't said anything hateful in this video, so if he does crash out, it's not my problem. It's not my fault either. I'm just stating the facts. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, man. But
Yeah,
if you
thank you
do
for
get
having
fucked,
me anyway.
of course, man. I mean,
No, it had to be said at some point.
100%. I'm just happy that someone from his team understands the situation that they're in, because you have a head of staff that is delusional. I mean, I don't have proof that he is, but when you don't see that the ship is sinking while there's a big hole in front of you, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with you. And that is also a fact with half of the community. The half of the community supports this game that has been in development for what, a year and a half now, or maybe longer. I don't remember. I entered the military at the start of this freaking game, and I came back out, and it's still in the same progress. And that just goes to show a lot. These people don't understand it. Hopefully they do after this video. Even one of the staff members said it. I mean, what more can I do?
yeah. There's no more you can say. Like I said, since the drama happened, like when I overstated, as soon as the drama happened from yesterday, I'm like, well, I have to step in, and no, well, seeing that you wanted me to the interview, I'm like, well, have to say it. But why I didn't say stuff back then?
Yep.
Was I afraid of, getting kicked out of the moderation team? Somewhat. Because, Julius's thing was going downhill, but I'm like, at some point I had to step in and actually say my point of view.
Exactly. Now, were Bloxugan devs and community right to join the Discord and, flame the entire, like, literally just spam the chat? Definitely not. Definitely not. They were not right to do that. I mean, sure, maybe some of their things were stolen. They don't have proof of it, but they nearly do, right? Uh, would I do it? I probably would join the server and ask him a couple of questions, or directly talk to him in DMs about it. 100%. This did not need to go public immediately. This definitely could have been taken over DMs. But I mean, shit, it's a tricky situation. Obviously, if something that you've been working on hard for a couple of months gets stolen in just a click, something in you just snaps, and I think they really felt it there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully Julius responds to me in DMs. He still has me blocked. I hope he does respond, because if he does, then maybe I can get the proof that he didn't do it. If he did do it, I mean, damn. At least he admitted to it, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be it from me. I mean, unless you got nothing else to say, I think we basically covered everything I wanted to know.
Yeah, I think it's all covered so far.
Damn. All right, man. You're real chill, man. Hey, you have a good one and good luck.
Thank you very much.
And as you guys could hear there, the mighty moderator of BakuBlox has just left the call, and I just want to say a lot of respect to this person. He really just went out of his zone and talked about the problems with his game and why he doesn't really enjoy, um, well, yeah, moderating it. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't enjoy moderating a game that is on its deathbed due to bad management. There's nothing you can really do about it other than just either quit or be delusional. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hey, I'm gonna try and get Julius in a interview one-on-one. If he does, good on him. If he doesn't, he's just gonna look even more guilty. And why would you not get in a 1v1 conversation when you do say you have proof of not stealing, right? It doesn't make any sense. And we're going to find out if it's true that he does have the proof. All right, guys, Editing Klepto here. A little update. Now, Julius did actually give me a response to my DMs, and he did provide me with what he thinks is evidence. Now, does this mean that he didn't copy? It does not. However, what this means is he didn't copy the idea of using an attribute wheel. What he did copy is using it for the UI. if he did copy at all. Apparently, Julius first introduced the attribute wheel into his game on the 24th of August. Now that means he didn't copy it directly from someone. And the reason we know this is because Bloxugan, they were still modeling. Bloxugan were still modeling as well as showing sneak peeks. The closest thing to an attribute wheel that they made is this video right here, and this was uploaded on the 9th of September. And then on the 10th, they uploaded the actual attribute wheels, and then, yeah. You guys get what I'm trying to say, though. It's a little too far-fetched to say it's a direct copy. Now, Spark does make a very valid point here, which is, we had this idea back during December 17th. If you happen to notice, none of our sneaks featured the full thing until it was released because Julius commonly takes ideas from us and other games. This was a sneak back in November 17th, 2024. Now, this is obviously the sketch that they have for the UI that they're going to be using in the game, which then leads into this UI, right? This is the one that is stolen. I mean, yeah, it looks very similar. Now, you can definitely say that it is a direct copy because it's literally very similar. The only difference that you can see here, I guess the only difference between them is the fact that Julius's has multiple options where if you press at the top, you can see the Bakugan, the left is the gate cards, and the right are the ability cards. Now, that looks nice and all. However, if we look at Bloxugan, these are just free Bakugan. You have the gates on the left and the abilities on the right. Now, this is very, very, I mean, how should I say it, right? This is very similar, and it's the same concept. Can you qualify this as a copy? Definitely. But is it a exact copy? Not really. I would say more of a one-to-one copy. I would definitely call this an inspiration. Now, I would definitely agree with those of you who are in favor of Bloxugan here, for sure. I would definitely see your point of view if it was a exact copy. However, Julius did make some changes in the end, if he did copy, right? And he did a good job on it. Now, did he do it himself? Hopefully. If he stole it, I hope he admits to it, because it is a shitty thing to do. It's the same as just stealing someone's YouTube thumbnail and then saying it's your own, and then you get caught for lying, and then you're just cooked, right? It's embarrassing. Now, I just want you guys to know, I am not on anyone's side in this debate. For one, I don't know the full context of the story. All I know is some UI was ripped, allegedly, right? And it's been happening for a couple of months now. For one, I haven't been here for that long, right? I got back from the military literally less than 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't know what has happened in that time. I don't really check Discord on my phone. And I'm not going to say I'm on BakuBlox's side because, for one, BakuBlox, sure, they might be in the right, but they're still not doing a good job at keeping their community happy. Now, as you know, it is shit being framed for something you didn't do. And if it's the case that, if it's a similar case where I almost got banned from Baku Project for literally just saying, for reading off of my chat, and somebody went into the Baku Project chat and said that I said this, and I almost got banned for it. Something I didn't say, right? And it's like, if Julius gets framed for stealing something he might have made by himself, maybe he got an illustration or got inspired by Bloxugan's art. I mean, sure, that's fine. But if anything, it should be a compliment, or you should just tell them directly to stop. And that is something that Bloxugan has done. Bloxugan have told Julius to stop. Has he stopped? We don't know. We'll see. If this continues, if both games continue to have something very similar to them, we know that there is something being stolen. However, as of now, I'm not going to dive any deeper into this. I'm not going to research this because I think it's pretty childish. Either way, I think this debate is never going to end, regardless, unless Julius comes out and says I did it. And even if he says he did it, then what, right? You'll never have 100% guarantee that he actually did steal it. That's the thing, right? He could literally just say he stole it just to keep people quiet. But did he actually do it? That's what we need to think about. Again, they look very similar. Basically the same design. And what's the difference between inspiration and a direct copy? Because what I'm seeing is not a direct copy. I'm seeing someone who's inspired definitely didn't do that many differences other than add another layer of UI to the already UI that's there, right? Obviously, if you click on gate cards, I mean, you're going to have another set of UI pop up and you're going to have to press the gate card. Sure. Bloxugan doesn't have that because he might have gotten the idea from there. Sure, okay. I mean, at least he changed the content. If he wanted to, he could just leave it like that. Bro didn't make it too obvious, but it is what it is. I'm not on either side, and I hope you guys will, think for yourselves. Don't just, accept anything. Do I favor one side over the other? No, I don't, because both games are Bakugan games, and I want to play both games. I hope both games release fully so that I can play them with as much joy as possible. Anyways, go ahead and flame me in the comments. So, with that being said, now I can end the video.